Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, San Martin, and I got a special guest. Ideally, we do the Bob Chronicles, but today we got something different. But let's just get the intro started now. The intro?
Yeah.
Well, that long.
Oh, there it is.
Oh my gosh. Everybody, this is Rochelle. Tell everybody who you are, Rochelle, and why you're in my dang studio. PDO studio.
Well, I'm here because he invited me for wine. Really? Let's be real.
I'm a glass of wine, anybody? Okay, so ideally we take this opportunity to do Bob Chronicles. And unfortunately, Bob Chronicles and a few of our vlogcasts are actually retiring. I don't know technically if we're going to stop Bob Chronicles or stop doing them at the Back Alley Wine Bar. We're going to wait till obviously in the new year. And there's also other reasoning, but I am not going to disclose that. But at the same time, we definitely love our wine. So I said, you know what? F this. We still got to go ahead and come online, and we will still have...
Well, Sherry has instilled us with some very good values.
Yes, Sherry, much love to you. We will go ahead and
cheers to you.
And cheers to you. And I really do love Back Alley Wine Bar.
Yes, it's a nice.
I do really appreciate the support that she has given us thus far and to carry on into 2022. But we decided to go ahead and do this actual show for one reason only. Is because I wanted to recap, and not to mention I wanted to go ahead and have a glass of wine. It is what it is. It's getting down to the end of year. Christmas is only 2 days away.
Oh gosh, boy, I'm so excited.
3 days away. Obviously, 3 times 2 is 5, so that makes 25. Is that right? Was that when they come? Christmas?
24th, the night of the 24th. I mean, the morning of the 25th.
Oh, Christmas Eve is 24th. Christmas Day. Okay, see,
yeah.
I know these things.
We're very close.
I'm very old.
Right around the corner.
I didn't even actually know that this was actually going down until I looked at the calendar and I was like, oh my God, this is going to be Christmas.
I'm ready for the vacation to start anyway. I mean, isn't it?
Everybody's already on vacation.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Rochelle, everybody's on vacation. They're like, I'll just check out till next year. And I'm like, oh God, that's like 4 weeks.
Yep.
Everybody just goes hibernation mode.
I mean, as soon as the kids got out of school Friday, I was kind of like, that's it, right, guys? I don't have to do anything else the rest of the year except for, drink wine and wrap Christmas presents. That's
it. And do a rap show. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
A rap show?
It is very much a rap show, especially after I've had a few glasses of wine.
Yes, and it's been one of those moments where you're just like, wine is good at all times. So much love to Sherry. That was the whole reason why we were just squirreling on that part. Yeah. And if you guys don't know who we are and what we're doing on the pages or on the groups right now, we are the PrescottTimes.com. We are a local online news resource that is giving you information about local businesses and also things that are happening in our community. So if you see this come across your news or your screen, check in with us because we like to go ahead and give you the news first that we hear, that we've been blessed to hear from some of our awesome community members in businesses and in events. So there's going to be a lot of things happening in 2020.
I know it's hard to say because you don't want to repeat 2020 again.
Yes, we do not want to do that, but we are definitely going on to 2022. Okay, real quick, give me a recap of your year in general. And we're telling everybody kind of a little bit about you in a nutshell. This girl has a lot to say, but at the same time, she's good at what she does. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am first a mom of 2. I am also a producer for television commercials. I help produce live events, do a little bit of business affairs behind the scenes, like to bake and sew things. I mean, she's always staying busy.
I got special things. I like to knit. I like to go on long walks.
So relax. I mean, the things you can do to relax and go from like both sides of your brain, right?
I feel like we're getting ready to go ahead and put you up for are you single?
Yeah.
Oh, everybody, she's single. This could be one of those moments where we go ahead and put her out here. And next thing you know, you've got a freaking husband and a boyfriend or whatever it may be. Whatever happens. It's up to you. But guys, she's single.
That just happened.
And I think that she's actually. She turned it red. We could turn this color.
Yeah. Okay. Can you adjust the lights to make it look not so red?
Oh, too late. Look at this. There she is. She's red.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Thanks. San Martin, you're fired.
We could change it.
He's totally fired.
We could change it up. Okay, so there's actually a question right now. Do you know who's open for Christmas for breakfast? Yes, I think the local is going to be open for Christmas. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and just call George up real quick.
Oh, I was totally wondering
this.
the same. I now that the website's back up, I wonder if there's some information that we can put up about, things to do on Christmas Day.
Oh, heck yeah. Every day, all day. Let me go ahead and I'm sorry. I got George on the speed dial. We're going to go ahead and just check in with him. And if he is capable of answering the phone, he's probably going to kill me because he's the type of guy that doesn't like to do this.
I mean, I like the idea of going somewhere for breakfast on Christmas Day. I only want to cook once that day.
You only want to, okay.
Yeah, I mean, make the big dinner thing. What do people do outside of that? You have to cook 3 meals that day?
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, that's a lot of cooking.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna call him right now. Oh. Guess what I do?
Yeah, let's see if they're open.
I'm not gonna put it on live because he might say things I didn't prepare him for this, guys.
Yeah, you can't do that to people.
I will not do that to people. Hey, what are you doing right now?
You're live on Prescott Times.
Oh, shoot. George, okay, listen, I'm doing a vlogcast right now. I told everybody on the screen that I was going to call you up and ask you one simple question. Are you open for Christmas breakfast? Okay. He's celebrating with his family. He says, Merry Christmas. We'll see you the next day. All right, sir. Thank you. Bye-bye.
We're going to have to figure out what other restaurants are open for that day. I mean, I don't want to cook 3 times.
Well, if Maria shows up, we might be able to have it. If you guys want to go ahead and check out some of the groups that we have that we could go ahead and ask those questions, go to Prescott Good Eats. I suggest that you go to Prescott Good Eats and check them out and see if they're willing to do it. If not, I mean, gosh, there's some great breakfast ideas I could go ahead and send to you. Me personally, I'm a fan of tamales. Go figure. Not because of my race or my color, guys. Tamales are good. It is what it is. You can't go wrong with it.
I kind of wanted to cook more through the holiday anyway.
Logan says he will cook for you, Jennifer. So, and I think Logan says, about your being single.
Oh, boy.
So anyways, we got our first person that's up there. As you can see right there, the comments, you can go ahead and see as they come in. She's like, oh, boy. So I actually want to go over some of the things that you remember this year. Some of the events, signature events that you've been a part of. I mean, I think that you should tell everybody a little bit about those and what you remember about 2021.
Yeah. Oh boy. It was just such a empowering year, really. One of the bigger events was the Festival of Trees, and we actually have the opportunity on the 29th. We're going to be delivering the check to the Prescott Area Shelter Services for what we were able to raise at that very successful event. We're extremely proud of that. Other things I did this year was really a lot of refocusing and making myself better.
She's like, I ain't taking no more big jobs. She goes, but I will come over here and hang out with you, San Martin.
Yes.
This girl, she does a lot of big things. Like, I mean, in general, she could tell you if you want to, but I think that she's actually trying a new leaf of life. And I really do appreciate you and respect you for that. And coming to good old little Prescott, Arizona, we are in our own bubble.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm Facebook famous, but I also feel like I have impacted the community in a positive way at this age, rather than when I was younger at a negative age. But we won't go there.
Well, that's something else. I've been involved with the Teen Task Force this year, and that has been really empowering because there are a lot of kids that just don't have control over what they're kind of brought up in, and this time of year kind of brings a lot of hardship too. So it's okay to be you. I think that's part of what I was saying is like, yes. you have to learn to value your mistakes as much as your successes. And that's been a big part of this year is kind of navigating. I had a serious injury that took me out of work for a few months, and I thought I would be, back up and running like nobody's business, but it took longer. And
so you took the time to go ahead and say, Prescott is my life.
You gotta reflect, and we're gonna do a little reflecting too here.
We are. I'm gonna figure out how to go ahead and Biggie size this.
Biggie.
There we go, Biggie size. Okay, so check this out. We're She going back to old rap. Biggie.
I just showed my age.
I know, right? She's like, that's the age I used to grow up in. That's so funny. Okay, so this was a year that we kind of like enjoyed life in general. I mean, we definitely had a big deal that happened in the past, like, year, 2 years, and we obviously were living through it still at the beginning of the year. So right here is one of the things that I really enjoyed doing, and this is a Real Hope Inc. Um, they ended up grabbing, because the government ended up giving, food boxes, and so there was a bunch of food that wasn't getting distributed, so they needed to figure out how to do that. So the National Guard came in and said, hey, we're going to get the food to these locations, because trucks were going down, people were closing their businesses. That meant that these big old huge delivery deals were not delivering, and the food wasn't getting anywhere because production was just ending. So we ended up helping out Real Hope Inc. And as you can see, those boxes that are sitting there, they have all this great produce. And this location happens to be over in Prescott, right there across the street from the Prescott High School, at this Good Samaritan Towers. And this is an unassisted living scenario, which with people that were on special incomes, retired folks, elderly folks that were able to go ahead and live here. And so what we ended up doing, instead of having them come to us, we went to them. We set up a place outside where we were able to go ahead and make it feel as if they were shopping. So they had shopping carts, they had little pool carts and stuff like that. And what we ended up doing, safely at this point in time, we still didn't know what was going on with sicknesses in general. It is what it is. It hurts the elderly in general. So we would help them from this location and walk them up. And I remember every one of the elderly people, sometimes they don't have a time to go in and talk with anybody, so they ended up giving us an opportunity to walk them up, and the blessings that I ended up getting from them was just so precious. I was like, what in the world is really going on?
It's crazy how when you stop and connect and have those little moments that they make such a difference, and they really do give you a chance to reflect on what's important.
Yes, and I really do believe that we had a great response for them, and not to mention it made us feel really, really good about the things that we are and are basically doing for our community in general.
We have an awesome community for stuff like that.
Yeah,
I mean, there really is a huge number of people that want to participate and elevate each one of us in our good and our bad days.
Yes, most definitely. So one of the things that we ended up doing also, it was kind of weird. It kind of trickled in from the end of the year last year, but I'm going to share it because it was something that was kind of like a new style of how we actually interacted at a point in time. Shelly's Sisters is one of our favorites as far as like an entity here locally in Prescott that does cooking, and they do baked goods. So Shelly's Sister was at our outside market that we just created. Like, oh, if you guys got something that you want to sell, we created an outside market for them, and we sat and posted up out of Los Pinos. So that was kind of like, we were trying to be innovative. We were trying to help out local community members, people that are wanting to make extra money, people that couldn't get the food in their house. I mean, we were doing everything we could to do to help out our local community. And so this was one of those ones that we set up in, and it was awesome. I enjoyed it so much.
You get to have some good conversation with local people. Anybody really touch your heart?
Dude, there was a lot of things that touched my heart. Like that one right there alone was the one that really did, because we would end up getting messages from like members from the community. They would just be in my messenger box, and they said, hey, can you help me out? I'm in need. I need to go ahead and I need food. I'll be like, sure, and then I would call up my Real Hope Inc., which is also Maya's Mercado, little store out there in Prescott Valley.
Right. The ones in the boxes, right?
Yeah, and I was like, hey, I need a few boxes. He goes, I got you, Martin. I got you. Come on out here. And I would go out there, and he goes, you know what? I have 10 to 12 boxes. Do you have 10 to 12 people that you could go ahead and feed? And I was like, well, not off the bat, man. And he goes, well, go to your neighbors and see if they're in need, and go to, blah, blah, blah. And so what I would do is I would call up people that were kind of like advocates in Prescott, and they would be like, as far as like, neighborly advocates. And they're like, yeah, man, drop off some 4 boxes here, and then 3 boxes here, 2 boxes here.
Well, you got to do the work to connect the dots. And
Exactly.
it's really hard. I think a lot of people just expect that everybody has the same ability to say, I need help. And on the right platform and to the right person that's actually going to do something. And and to be a pillar of this community, and to say, I'm not too busy to hear you and see you and do something for you. And it turns into something, it does turn into some work. We all put in probably more than we realize we're going to. We set ourselves up for these things, but it really has the depth of community and person. It's like you get to get up and be who you want to be. Yeah. And you're actively doing it and not just talking about it.
And it feels good. It feels good to go ahead and be a part of the community in ways where you're just like, this is what life's all about. I think about Prescott, Arizona. So, I mean, we really did enjoy everything that had to deal with it. I mean, we also, we shared a lot of great events that happened. Technically, I don't know if this event's coming back, but I really was in tune with this one. If you guys can't really see what the screen is, this is, it was called Movie in the Park. Movie in the Park or something like that, or in Prescott. So they set up that big old jumbo deal and had the music or the PA system going, and you could basically just set up in the park and bring your sleeping bag, your children, and there was food in general. I really loved that event. I went twice. I mean, I didn't really like go advocately like every Friday because obviously there's a lot more things going on as well. But we ended up going, and I was like, man, this is fun. I really do appreciate these things that people are doing in general.
So I love that one. Cool. My kids and I did something kind of similar, but it was called Box City. And you actually went to a park and you built your house out of boxes, and it was to help child homelessness. So you paid to be there, and the proceeds went to help children that were homeless. But the kids actually built their house out of a box, and we stayed in it for the night. Really? And we brought all our stuff, and and that was how you connected the dots for the kids, that there are other children, maybe your age, maybe older. There are adults that are living in these conditions on the streets, and for them, it was an aha moment without being scary. It wasn't as scary, but it was like, oh, I'm sleeping in a box. I think this is kind of cool, but if I had to do this night after night, I don't know if I think it was cool anymore.
You're like, nah, this ain't cool.
Yeah.
I don't like this stuff. Yeah. And so, I mean, we kind of like, think about, what happened last year. And I'm just going through these pictures because we have a lot of pictures on our Facebook page. If you guys want to go back and check out all of them, you're more than welcome to. They're all there for your liking, and you can definitely make a scene out of it. And this one right here was like the end of our 2021. 2019, right? Yeah,
that was into 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
We're not facing this year.
No, we're not.
Isn't that nice? I mean, it's still hard to navigate all the stuff that's going on out there, but it's nice that we get a choice.
Yeah, it's definitely nice that we get a choice this year, and I think that we actually really, really did. We did kill it this year as far as events and stuff like that. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, we had a very, very big response. But you know what? It was kind of funny because Prescott Valley was not phased at all. and I don't know if you guys remember that there was actually Prescott was like canceling everything, and Prescott Valley was like, no, we're gonna go ahead and keep it going.
It's all right, we're cowboys.
And I don't have no clue exactly what was going on in any of those certain municipalities, but we did have a chance to go ahead and see the fireworks for New Year's Eve. So that's kind of how we got these pictures. Well, we were sitting outside of our car at this time. We weren't really like interacting with anybody just because, we just wanted to go ahead and just keep to ourselves. And during these special moments, we tried to do that, Ceci and I. Well, this right here was out in Prescott Valley, and everybody showed up. It was quite hilarious because we felt like we had so many things to do with that. It was like, oh, how many people want to go out to Prescott Valley because they're doing things. So anyway,
but you got to sit in your car and be as comfortable as you wanted to be and watch the fireworks. Are we going to get fireworks at the boot drop this year?
I think that we are. But hopefully they let everybody know because last time they ended up doing the whole scenario as far as what do you
tree
call
lighting?
the courthouse lighting. Nobody knew that the fireworks were coming, man.
It was exciting though.
Yeah, it was
we didn't know.
But the problem was that I had the new dog, and the new dog did not like that whatsoever. She went to sad
they
zone.
should let people know.
She went to sad zone, man. Oh. She was like, holy shit, I gotta get out of here. I really thought that this dog was having a flashback from like Vietnam. That's how bad it was. PTSD for sure.
Yeah.
Not throwing any kind of shade to our veterans. Excuse me if that offends you. But I swear to you, this dog was not loving it at all. So,
well, they should let us know. We need to find out. San Martin.
They did last year. So just prepare for it. They will have fireworks for the 10 o'clock and fireworks for the 12 o'clock. So just FYI, make sure that your pets are, in a very, very comfortable spot. Place, because they will be freaking out like my little Luna.
Yeah.
So this picture right here was kind of cool because we started getting invited to a lot of great things, but it's kind of like a wah moment because here we are. We're doing a live hey, welcome to our community, and not even like less than a year. Boutique Air came in and left, like literally flew out of Prescott.
I want to go. There's a new place there that teaches North Air Aviation. They're teaching how to fly. I want to learn to fly.
Well, maybe we could go ahead and put that into our little this is what we're going to be doing.
Yeah, we need to learn to fly.
Yeah. So this picture right here is of me setting up one of the cameras for the actual, the airplane getting taxied in with everybody coming through and stuff like that. So we got invited to a lot of crazy events in general. It was kind of fun. I mean, it was actually really a lot of fun to be a part of a lot of these events. Let me see. What else do you want to know about? We had
what other events last year were super memorable? Has anybody got any good ones?
The events that you were kind of really happy to be a part of.
I know, stuff we want to make sure we see again too.
Yeah. Okay. So this was actually a really cool event. I'll go ahead and put this one up because this was actually the first.
Is it the rodeo?
No.
The rodeo ticket sales go on sale soon.
Yeah, they're already on sale.
20th. It was just the other day.
Yeah.
It just happened.
Yeah. So this was the first Prescott Chamber of Commerce get together. So it was a humongous, first of all, and there was a lot of people there. This is also the former mayor and myself there, just hanging out, relaxing, doing our thing. But this is the full spectrum of how many people were there and how many people were actually enjoying the moment. But I tell you what, we were outside, we were inside. I don't know if you can see that door in the background right there, but we were inside of that area where the food was. And obviously, we have drinks outside, but this was the first event back from COVID and everybody that was there.
Oh,
isn't that crazy?
It's going to be so crazy. It's a little bit like Vanilla Sky to turn around and look at some of the pictures of things just being so nobody there and so desolate, and to think of what we've been through the last couple of years and we're still kind of transitioning through it brings back a little emotion.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people, I mean,
pride, excitement, emotion.
To be in all honesty, I mean, I look at last year and I was like, we're literally in a bubble. We don't actually know what's going on in a lot of places out there in the world. And technically, I'm enjoying every bit of it because I'm telling you this much is that we definitely had a great turnout. Which was
somebody asked me if I was traveling for the holidays. I was like, nope, I'm going to stay right here on my mountain and enjoy all the things I'm surrounded by because it is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Beautiful.
Let me see. Where was this? Oh, this was downtown. This was Prescott Valley. This was an event that Maria covered for. This is, I think, the first time Maria showed up, or she was just doing some covering of an event. And I was like, "Oh, send me those pictures. I would like to use them." This was out there in Prescott Valley, and I technically don't remember the actual reason why this event was going on. But this was, I think they were doing the cumbias, the music, the Spanish.
Oh, was it the fair? Was it the fair?
No, it was right there outside
Spanish
of
music there too.
Yeah. That's going to show up here shortly.
Yeah,
but this was actually out there in Prescott Valley by the Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce. So that was actually a pretty cool event that aroused. I didn't get a chance to go out there, but I heard that there was, obviously you can see that there's a great response of people there in general. Let me see, what else do we got? Dude, there is so many fun things that we had.
There were so many grand openings with the chamber this year too.
A lot of businesses.
Yeah, people that really actually made it through the shutdown, the tough parts of COVID, and they're like, we want to sing from the mountaintops that we're here.
Yeah, they
You
definitely
guys got to go to a lot of those.
Yes, I was at going back and just like picturing all the stuff that has been happening. I'm just like, wow, we had a great time.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like you try to pull them out of thin air, no, but you scroll back through your phone one night and just look at your memories for the year. Even like the Apple phone kind of pops up those memories, and you're like, wow, we did a lot.
Ceci does that all the time. She goes, remember this? And I'm like, no, but holy cow. Oh,
I do now.
This was our first business mixer out there at the Arizona Downs. It was our first year actually opening back up. So it was kind of a cool thing to be able to utilize this room right here and actually, talk about, business in general. And a lot of businesses came out that day. And it was a little bit messed up because it was my first time out there in a long time, and the bartender there, it's the first time I saw him in a long time. And I was like, dude, make me your best cocktail. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that, because they will definitely take you to
especially
a
when
level.
they're your friends.
Yeah, when you're your friends, they're just like, oh my God, this is not exactly what I was thinking that was supposed to happen. But this is one of our we do a lot of business mixers for the Prescott Times, so that was one of our mixers that we were putting together.
I don't know if everybody attends those, but they are kind of the best way of getting out on an adult night. Like, you're just like, no, I've got a business meeting.
Yes.
But really, it's more for fun.
Yeah,
and
here's another one. Here's another one, another business mixer. This was actually a Surgeon Brewery. And obviously Marie is our SBDC lady from the Out by College that helped with a lot of insight and stuff in general that was happening over at the Prescott Times. Yeah. So that was kind of fun to go ahead and be a part of that event. I mean, it was like, dude, I just like, this is so awesome to go ahead and recap.
I think every business should plan like at least one per quarter business mixers, like an opportunity to just open your doors and do something other, something slightly different.
And I tell you what, dude, food was definitely on our mind. Maria kind of like,
always.
She is technically taking over the foodie scene. And making sure that everybody that has any kind of abilities. This was at Carmela's, and unfortunately, Carmela's not up and running anymore. Wah wah wah. And I'm sorry to hear that, but this plating from them was like literally the best. Let me see if I can get it. Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah, that's gorgeous.
It's making me hungry already.
I'm
these
hungry.
Little flatbread. These things were amazing. But the presence and it's showing like this was like, dude, you guys did good. So it's kind of sad that they're out.
Where did the chef go?
I don't know. I hear. And this is Daniel, the owner of Real Hope Inc., or the head founder of Real Hope Inc. He showed up late to that, which is something I won't tell anybody, but he did show up late.
You just told everybody.
Oh, I won't tell him about it. So, we had a lot of time to go ahead and play with people. We've seen a lot of musicians. I'm just going to show this.
The music scene has been amazing. It's like everybody was depressed and locked up at home. They're like, I need to sing. I need to be out. I need to socialize. I need my people.
We had news alerts. We had fun in the park. There was water parks out in Prescott Valley. We obviously had criminals coming along. I mean, it was like criminals galore. We had fires. We had the rodeo this year.
I'm excited for the rodeo this coming year.
We had some amazing, little individuals. We had a battle in the pines. We had a kickboxing event that happened. Then we started the food trucks, and then we also started the comedy shows.
Yeah, we've had many successful comedy shows this year. You gonna keep going?
Yeah, we're definitely keep going. We had like 6 events already planned out.
Oof.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And we're trying to go ahead and bring more people in general. This one right here is a PDP mixer over at the Founding Fathers in this section. Man, I tell you what, the weather came in and that was kind of awful.
I feel like the theme of this year has been kind of like, you do in football, you just pick it up and you keep going. Yeah.
She just doesn't.
Like you just like things happen. You're just like, yeah, I got this. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah, we're fine. We're totally
It's gonna be
fine.
great.
And then we also had the grand opening for the PEO offices with Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Eric, right here with the new mayor, Feel Good. So Eric had his grand opening at this time. I mean, gee, there were so many cool things. Let's see, what else do we have? The opening of the actual
Of this
the studio right here.
Yeah.
You guys don't actually see it on your side, but
no,
this
but it
is
looks
actually,
like that.
Yeah, that's what it looks like on our end. On the other end, you guys see the backdrop, which is totally awesome. We got grand openings. Oh my gosh, this is Warmer Farm. We had the grand opening of what do you call it? The Grumpy Sicilian.
Oh, I love it.
Is it Grumpy?
There.
Yeah, the Grumpy Sicilian opened
so
up.
Good.
Jeez, what else do we have? Okay, we're just scrolling through this real quick so we can go ahead. Oh, we had accidents, bad accidents actually. Oh, we had a whole bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah, I don't like going down to Phoenix for that reason.
Yeah, no, this isn't Prescott.
Yeah, it just
Valley,
feels like that road happens a lot.
Yeah, we had some floods. Maria went out to a lot of trips she took on, so she actually started doing the vlogs for Arizona. There's our future right there. Our future new spot. Wait, future old new spot.
I like drinking wine there.
I like drinking wine there, especially the time. We had a little Kiki. She came out to be my official
she was
backup
amazing.
photographer. So I actually ended up buying her a camera so she could go ahead and do her photography. But just like as a young child, her attention span is definitely not on it now.
But she did great on camera. Yeah. I saw her go through. Was it the rodeo that she went through, and was it on camera?
Yeah.
She was excellent.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. We did a couple of these little things, Liberty and Freedom Camp and Show.
Yeah.
That was actually kind of fun. She was literally there for a lot of the backup scenarios. She took these pictures right here.
Nice. Hey, look how centered. Those are great.
Yeah, she definitely took care of business. Like she was making it happen. Let's see. Oh yeah, a lot of more grand opening parties. This was a business mixer over at the Desert Rose that we had. Mm-hmm. We couldn't fit everybody inside of the building, so we went out to the parking lot and did like a little half circle or full circle, and like everybody was talking about their businesses. That's one of the things that I like about our business mixer is that I get to know who everybody gets to know who everybody is.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, in the middle of like me introducing somebody be like, "Oh yeah, I do this," and they're like, I need your card. Right in the middle of it. I was like, well, see, that's what it's all about. Making business connections and making business relationships all in one location while having a good time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's the people you want to be hanging out with. Those are the inspirational people that come and they're like, oh, we've got ideas and we want to do things, and they actually support each other. And then the businesses that made it through all this,
yes,
I mean, they deserve mad props for that.
Yeah, definitely some mad props. Mm-hmm. Oh, here's a little bit of the comedy show up there at the Elks Theater. This is when everybody's getting their food. I do like an opening food and drinks. There's San Martin on the freaking scene.
Yeah. Are they going to open the main part of the theater soon or no? When St. Michael's Bistro opens, they'll open.
Yeah, I think everybody has their little responsibilities up there. I don't know. Or did you go to this event where we had a kickboxing event?
No, was that in the Pines? Was that?
That was up there at Los Pinos. Another.
No, I was still recovering from surgery, learning to walk again. I was on crutches most of the year.
That's so funny. This is like literally some of the great fights that happened that day for sure. There were so many freaking places, people out of town.
I love seeing people put themselves out there and just go for it and just do their sport and show everybody what they're made of. Is awesome.
Yep, it's just two people out there get ready to go ahead and battle it out
in front of all these people. That's brave.
Yeah,
it's really brave.
This is what I used to do when I was younger.
Did you?
Yep.
You boxed?
Yep.
That's nice.
Since the age of 13, my last fight was 31. And then I kept on training other people in general.
Is there a boxing gym here?
There's like two of them.
Oh, okay.
But you got to be like that, in the crew in order for you to be cool. And people only like cool people. So anyways, obviously we'd like to cover food. I don't even know where this is at, but this
Mole Sedona.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. actually plug that in. So this is out in Sedona, and we try to cover
so much good food
we try
here,
to cover up we try to cover the things that are happening in our county, Yavapai County in general. So this was actually a fun time.
Well, it's important that all the locals, like, we like to kind of navigate our area, so it's good to know where to go. That was the one I was talking about.
Yeah, this was out there in at the Yavapai County Fair.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, hopefully we get to cover it this year again. We decided to cover the entertainment side of this because it really honestly never got that traction. So we came from a different approach as the media partners for them. And hopefully we did them justice. I still am waiting for Rosie to have a conversation on how we did. She won't call me back. Like, she's so busy. Like, she just I'll call you back next year.
I went and saw one of the bands because you had one of the people on the show. So I went that night and I was like, I wanted to check out and see what they were all about. So it works. It works. Yeah. What you do works.
We ended up going out there to the 9/11 memorial. We had congressmen out there. We had county what do they call it? County officials, I guess, were out there. So that was kind of fun, and that actually turned out to be a very, very big event compared to the years prior to.
Where were you on 9/11?
I was actually in Prescott Valley, putting on my boots to go to work. And as at that point in time, I was doing construction. Mm-hmm. So as I was putting on my boots, I used to watch, the morning news because I wanted to check out the weather, and obviously, that's what I like to do every morning. Mm-hmm. And so as I was looking up, they were talking about the first tower that got hit, and then the next tower right in front of me got hit. I was like, what the heck? And since it wasn't in Prescott, Arizona, I was like, back to business as usual. I got to go to work in order for me to pay my dang bills. I get outside, go to my job site, and as we were there building, because I was framing houses, we were on the type of a hill in Prescott, and obviously I already know about what's happening.
Getting those goosebumps to tell you about this morning.
We're talking about it, and then here I am, I'm like literally on the side of the hill, and this big, huge 747 jet is like flying because everything is getting down. All the planes have to land. Wherever you are, land now. Everybody was landing. So this huge plane just flying by, I was like, oh, snap, and in my head, I was like, what are they going to do? Explode something here? So it was weird at that point in time, but at that same time, everybody was enjoying, not enjoying, but were coming together as Americans. That was like the time where everybody started buying flags.
Was that the last time the world stopped spinning? I mean, it stopped spinning in 2020 when everything shut down. Was it before?
Yeah, that was the last
time the world stopped
was
spinning,
when everybody just stopped and be like, we got to think about this. We got to, come back together. And then there was an enemy, and then everybody knew what the enemy was. And at the same time, it was like a bad time also for that culture and that community. So a lot of things happened since then.
Yeah.
But one thing that did happen since then was our ribbon cutting for the Prescott Times, and everybody gave me the ribbon on top of my head at that point in time, which is kind of funny. And then we had the Shady Ladies here, which was kind of cool.
We had them at the Festival of Trees. They were so fun.
Yeah. And the good old boy Eric. See, I knew I had a picture of Eric. And Eric has been our co-host for the morning show for such a very, very long time. And it's awesome to have him, be a part of it because, without him, my morning shows would be technically boring. We had a gala.
I think there'd be lots of squirrels.
Yeah, I'm a very big squirrel.
Bing, 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 bing,
we call squirreler. Squirreler. All right. Boy Levi. Young cat that wants to go ahead and be a part of it, and here's that.
So we need to put up things for people to do. Oh, yes, Grumpy Sicilian, you're all wanted. We need to put up things to do for Christmas Day for families looking to get out and do stuff. We also have some wet weather coming up too, so things to do inside with your family is also going to be important.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that are happening in our area, but at the same time, it's just like our end of year type scene. We wanted to go ahead and keep it going, and not to mention, once again, having a glass of wine.
Glass of wine. The website's back up.
Yeah, that's another. We could drink to that.
Yeah, we can totally drink to that.
Mm. Oh, that tastes good. Huh? What
it
is
was
that?
Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir.
Yeah.
Noir. I say Noir. So So what we're looking for now for the end of the year and for the rest of the year, we are getting ready to go ahead and print up some of the things that we have going for the new year. Some of the old vlogcasts are going down and new vlogcasts are coming up. Rochelle, I want her to be a part of the new deal. If you guys like what she has done today, give her a round of applause, or just go ahead and message us and let us know what you think that you guys want to see for our vlogcasting.
Yeah, we definitely want to keep getting out in the streets and connecting with local businesses and hearing your stories and where you come from and who you are, and saying hello to the rest of the local community where you might just be keeping your head down doing the thing.
Yes, and don't do that. Get your head involved in the Prescott Times and let us go ahead and tell you exactly what's happening here in our local community. And sometimes we like to go ahead and give you guys a good opening and outro. This one, we only have the special broadcast because we couldn't dedicate it to a thing at this time. But next year, we're going to have a lot more things happening here at the Prescott Times and also on our vlogcast. Thank you for taking care of me today.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in for our recap of 2021. Recap? No, we're going to do this better next year.
It's going to happen.
It's going to be bigger and better next year.
So thank you for joining us and thank you for staying tuned. And if you guys watch it to the end, you guys are amazing. And I tell you what, we are going to go bigger next year. We'll talk to you guys later.
See you soon.